Where the hell did that car go in front of me? Holy moly, I can't see. In this video, we'll take a look back at some of the events that happened on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and even the 26th of December. And we'll also talk to some of the people of the community to see how they got through it, what they had to say about it, and what they plan on doing this Christmas. Crystal Beach.
For those people who still weren't or aren't aware that this is a life-threatening situation.
Big winter storm is coming our way. Environment Canada has issued warnings for most of our area and says a, quote, crippling blizzard is expected to hit parts of the Niagara region.
With all signs pointing towards a historic winter pummeling on the menu.
That means it's dangerous. It also means it's life-threatening.
It's the speed in which the flakes might fall, with forecasts of 8 to 10 centimeters per hour.
A blizzard warning is now in effect for Hamilton as well as Niagara, with trees and power lines down across our area. And these conditions are expected to last throughout the night.
The town of Fort Erie, which so far appears to be the worst hit by this storm.
I remember sitting here on Friday the 23rd of December. It's probably 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. And the noise I heard from the wind and that blowing snow was a noise I've never actually heard before. It was the most eeriest sound I've ever heard. This is literally probably the worst Christmas ever for the people that live here in Crystal Beach and Ridgeway and many parts of Fort Erie. It's hard to imagine, hard to express how dangerous and how cold and how nasty it has been for the last 24 hours. Never seen, witnessed, or been anything like this in my entire life. It's unbelievable. This is North America, where you'll find the Niagara region of Canada, the town of Fort Erie, where the communities of Crystal Beach and Ridgeway lie on the shoreline of Lake Erie. On the 22nd of December 2022, it looked like this, an ordinary early winter's day. But that was about to change. These houses nestled on the community of Crystal Beach will become world headlines in a couple of days. A 3-day blizzard was about to leave the town completely cut off from the outside world. And over the coming days, it would make world headlines with images like this. In this video, we will look back at the blizzard of 2022, the year Christmas was cancelled, using images supplied to me through the folks of Fort Erie and the communities of Crystal Beach and Ridgeway, along with video footage as well. We'll also be talking to some of the members of the community to see how they felt, what they did to survive during this storm, and what they took from it as well. So join me as we delve into the blizzard of 2022.
Like there's no phone calls, no other human being around. Like it's just you and the wind and the snow piling up, and you look out on the street with like the snow this high and no movement and no humanity walking around.
All right, I'm down here at Crystal Beach at the parking lot of the Crystal Beach boat ramp. Behind me is the bay of Lake Erie, and behind me is the houses which became world famous during the storm, but more about that very shortly. So I'm down here to just tell you a little story. On the 22nd of December, which was a Thursday, which was a day before the storm, Lake Erie pretty much looked like this, calm. But that was all to change within a matter of hours, as a massive system was fastly approaching this area with a bullseye right on top of us. So Friday morning, things started to change. The winds have picked up, the lake is now choppy, and then within a blink of an eye, the temperatures dropped from plus to a significant minus very, very quickly. This became icy, the snow started falling, and the wind was howling, and everything behind me completely changed. and once you cross over the railway tracks, the power is completely out. I'm just heading towards Ridgeway, and this is usually all lit up. The Christmas lights are on. Yeah, it's just pitch black, and it really throws you off when you're driving, trying to figure out where you are. You're so used to the markings by the side of the road of houses and whatnot. Now, I'm just having to guess, is this the gas station coming up? Nope, I'm nowhere near the gas station. Where the hell did that car go in front of me? Holy moly, I can't see. Jeez. Oh, I think I'm near the end of the road. Oh, there we go, over that way, over that way, over that way. Wow. There's a bend in the road there. That is insane. This is like the worst I've ever driven in, ever. Can't see a thing. In Ridgeway, we've got power cables down on the ground, trees down. What a mess, we can't get through the road here. So it's currently -10 down here. The winds are still gusting way over 100, maybe 120 at times. When I was just around the corner, my truck was like really rocking. A little bit here where Tim Hortons is, I feel a bit more protected. Right down. See, we're right across the road. I think it's on top of that car. What a mess. So what would you remember of December the 23rd? What alarm bells ring for you?
You know what? More cold than snow. Like I said, sitting in the house and seeing your breath, you know it's cold. When we let the dog out and the snow would come in and the snow wasn't melting, you know it was cold. And we laid in bed for 2 days, I think it was. I don't know how many blankets we had on. The dog wouldn't even poke his head out. It was so damn cold. But I think cold more than I do the snow, just how cold it was. Oh yeah, we couldn't see out the window because the snow was right up to our plate glass window.
Hold on tight, the wind's really going to pick up here. Wow, listen to that. How did we get to the stage we were at on the 23rd of December?
Well, it showed up on the long-term models, which isn't unusual. You get a lot of big storms that show up 10 days out, but they don't pan into much. But the closer we got to it, all the models started to agree that there was a really, really big storm coming. And by the time we were 6 days out away from the storm, we had an extremely good idea that this was going to be a catastrophic storm with potential threat to life. It showed up as potentially 130 km/h winds, with flash freeze possibility. The temperature gradient was like nothing I'd ever seen before. It went, I was down here at 11:30 in the morning at the moment it hit, and the temperature went from 42 Fahrenheit down to about 15 degrees Fahrenheit in less than 15 minutes.
Wow.
Just a wall of snow, and I could just see it coming, and the temperatures dropped. Everything just froze. Flash froze solid. And it went from warm and calm to just absolute hell in minutes.
And then The scariest thing of it all was not knowing when it was going to end. Like if you're sitting there and you hear that, oh, this is a 24-hour thing, or the power is coming on and in tomorrow they're clearing the roads and you'll actually be able to drive out of here. You know, if there was some indication, but there wasn't. So you're just 6 o'clock at night, total blackness till 6 o'clock the next morning. Like you're just there, and I was all by myself.
Oh my God, the wind's been howling all night. Power went out 4:30. It's covered up there. And our windows. It's pretty nasty out. Cheers guys, all the best. Merry Christmas to you.
Appreciate it.
But if I step out, as you can tell by my face, it's bright red. It is nasty here, so I was going to turn the camera around so you can see. I'm shocked. Here it goes. That is Crystal Beach. That is the beach right there. Oh, try and get my glove back on. 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees. There's actually 4 trees down here on the same property. Supersized drifts. No one's going there for food for a while. Right up to the window now. You'll see them. People with shovels on the way out and about.
Absolutely insane blizzard conditions here in Crystal Beach, Ontario. I've never seen anything like this. Extreme, paralyzing.
That's going to take a while. You can't plow that out. That's going to have to be dug out with a machine of some type. But yeah, that's Tim Hortons in Fort Erie right now. Christmas Day arrived, and by now many people are into the 3rd day without power. And every nook and cranny was being sealed to keep the cold out.
Good morning. Christmas Day 2022. It's still a little windy, but guess what? The sky is blue. It stopped snowing.
Well, wicked weather is putting a dampener on Christmas Day celebrations across Canada.
The Niagara region has been experiencing incredible blizzard-like conditions with whiteouts and at times zero visibility. Widespread power outages have created a treacherous situation for the region, which includes 12 municipalities. That includes St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, and Fort Erie.
A powerful storm, an all-out effort to get the power back on.
Please turn the top power on.
Residents of Crystal Beach, part of Fort Erie, are coming back to their homes, in some cases after days.
we weren't just making the Canadian news, our town was now making international news headlines.
Wind chills in the minus 25 range last week froze up everything.
It's pure ice, nothing's flat. Look at this, insane. Check that out. That is a no parking sign. That's all it is. There's the other one, no parking. With the lashings of hurricane force winds, along with minus 20 wind chill, everything just simply froze. It was heartbreak down there at the waterfront. The animals are encased in ice. We came across 2 geese. It was only by accident. The guy had spotted it, and we spotted another one, just their heads poked out, frozen to the ground. We found another goose here buried in the ice. He's alive. We were very fortunate during the storm. There was no serious injuries, and even better, there was no deaths recorded in our region whatsoever. Sadly though, across North America, over 100 people died during the storm, 2 in Ontario and 47 alone in the city of Buffalo.
The blizzard of 2022 in Fort Erie, Ontario, was one of the most severe winter storms in recent history, bringing historic snowfall, strong winds, and dangerously cold temperatures. This event occurred in late December, coinciding with the Christmas holiday period, and it affected much of southern Ontario and western New York, particularly in the Niagara region. The blizzard of 2022 is remembered as a landmark weather event in Fort Erie's history, illustrating the vulnerability of communities to extreme winter storms and the resilience required to recover. Fort Erie experienced snowfall totals of over 100 centimeters in some areas. Winds gusted up to 120 km/h, causing zero visibility and extensive whiteout conditions. The combination of heavy snow and strong winds created large snowdrifts, burying homes and vehicles.
It's a Christmas Eve venture.
Oh, do we have a flashlight?
It's a Christmas Eve adventure. We're on our way for Christmas Eve with the neighbours. Here we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh gee, need a shovel.
Nobody go off the carpet.
Quick, we need a shovel.